Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more.
Yes, my peoples. Big up yourselves, man. You understand? I know I'm a bit late today with the morning show. I'm usually a bit earlier. I came on 9 o'clock yesterday. I'm a bit late. Obviously, just been dealing with 1-2 things. You get me? But yeah, man. Obviously, you know me already. Every day I'm here with the Man United news. All the Man United news. Every day. And that's all I hit you with. I don't really get into other clubs, whatnot. But come on. Everyone knows what just happened. The big thing. Diogo Jota and his brother. So I have to say, rest in peace, man. Yeah, that's a big thing, man. And I don't like all these people that keep coming out here and saying rivalry aside and that. Bro, stop saying rivalry aside. This is not no rivalry that people are killing each other or whatnot. This is some football stuff. Football is not the whole of the world. So people need to stop saying rivalry aside and all that. This is two human beings that have lost their life in general. It don't matter what team you support, play for, whatever. Man should be paying respect regardless. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't be nothing to do with no rivalry. So yeah, man, rest in peace, Diogo Jota. Rest in peace, Andre Jota. I feel like a lot of people are forgetting about Andre's brother. You get me? He lost his life as well. So rest in peace to both of them. Remember, my man just got married, literally. He just got married. He's got 3 kids. So sad times, man. I've always liked Jota, you know. Always. I've always liked him. When he plays for Liverpool, I've always wanted him to be injured when he's playing against us. Because I know he's deadly in the box and he can score goals. So he's a good player, bruv. We're not sitting here talking about a guy that was just a player, he was all right. Jota's actually a good player. He gets injured a lot, but that was the only thing holding him a little bit back. But, mate, rest in peace to Jota, man. All the best to his family, man. Condolence. It must be hard for her. He just got married literally 2 weeks ago. He's got 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? May so rest in peace, man. You understand? My man scored loads of goals. He's been there. He's with the trophies. He's won a lot. And yeah, man, like, big him up, man. Like I said, man, we need to stop this rivalry talk, man, when it's coming to deaths and stuff like that in football. Because, mate, there's no rivalry. Like, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than football. Do you know what I'm saying? So, hail up Jota, hail up Andre as well. A lot of people, I feel, are forgetting about him, you know. They're just like, yeah, Jota's gone. Obviously, Jota, Liverpool, etc. We all know Diogo Jota. No one really knew Andre. But, yeah, man, rest in peace to Andre as well. Do you understand? Because we can't, that's mad. That's fucked up, man. Imagine the kids as well. Like, your dad's gone and your uncle's gone. It's a bit sad, man. It's sad, man. So, bigger up. All the rest, yeah, man, everything for the family, man. I hope the best. I hope that they just comforted at this time, man. R.I.P. Jota, 100%, man. It shouldn't matter about no football teams. We will only receive like 20 million from the insurance. Don't know if we get any compensation from the FA. Doubt it. Are you a Liverpool supporter, yeah? I don't know how it works or whatnot. I don't know nothing about this. I've never seen a death in football like that, to be honest with you. I've seen like, you will see like lower league players might die or something, but it's very rare. I can't tell you the last time a Premier League player died. Like, I don't think it's ever happened for me, for my lifetime anyway. But so I wouldn't know nothing about all of that. And that's a bit mad though. You're even thinking about who you're gonna buy for 20 million, you know. You're crazy, brother. My man just died and you're talking about who you're not gonna buy with the money. Bro, you're moving mad, Tony. Obviously, for now, it's just about mourning Jota, man. You get me? I hope the best for him. Like I said, I wasn't going to make this video about Jota because, like, I would have put rest in peace Jota as the thumbnail, etc. This is the Man United news, but 100% I have to start it with Jota and his brother. Rest in peace, because, bro, this is football. We all love football. This is why we watch this. We watch football and we love it because of everything that happens in it, the rivalries, etc. It's all part of it, the football. So, like, you have to respect everyone. I don't care. I hate Arsenal the most. Even if it was an Arsenal player, I'll show the same love because there's no rivalry aside when it comes to deaths and killing because it's not that deep. Do you understand? You've got friends that are Liverpool. It doesn't matter. So yeah, man, rest in peace to Jota. All the best for his wife, his family, his kids. Rest in peace to his brother as well. A lot of people are forgetting about him. Obviously, he wasn't that thing. But yeah, man. So rest in peace, man. All the best for them, man. I hope I hope he was good with God, and you get me? Like, he made peace on this world, man. He definitely gave us a lot of value. You know what I'm saying? He's done a lot out here. He's won a lot of trophies as well. He's done loads, man. You got to big him up, man. And when I first saw it, I was a bit fucked up. I was like, rah, that's mad, you know. Do you understand? This is a man that we watch all the time. It's not like he's old or something. He's literally 28, scored loads of goals, clinical, and he's just gone just like that, and his brother. So that's a little sign for everyone in this chat right now, man. Just go out there and do what you got to do, man. Like, anything can happen. You're never promised. You can think, yeah, I'm going to be young forever. Mate, he's 28 and he's gone just like that. And he had the whole world as his oyster. He just won the Nations League, 2 weeks ago? He won the Prem a month and a half ago. And then he got married as well. You get it? He got 2 weeks ago, he got married. Probably won the Nation League in like 3 weeks ago or a month. And then he won the Prem about a month and a half ago. The world was his oyster. He's got his 3 kids there. Life's good. And then it's all gone just like that. Pick of a finger. So that's another thing for a lot of you lot to just remember. Go out there and live life, man. Don't just sit around every day, because you never know when your time's going to come up. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, rest in peace. Man United, Hondo, rest in peace, man. Big him up. Jota and his brother, rest in peace. We can't lose focus. Transfer window is upon us. We need to knuckle down. You're moving mad, Tony, man. You're moving mad with that one still. My man's just died. You're talking about the transfer window, bro. You're moving mad. You're moving mad with that. But yeah, I'm going to move on anyway, man. Like I said, rest in peace, Diogo Jota. Rest in peace, Andre Silva, his brother. I hope the best for his family. You can't start things and get to these things to the end. You got to go straight into it, because he's a human being at the end of the day. And yeah, man, I hope Liverpool do something big for him as well, man. And the first game of the season, it just goes dope. But yeah, man, he was a good player though, 100%. And he used to terrorize teams. I hated it when he played against us. Arsenal used to hate him. He used to kill Arsenal. That's one thing I used to like about him, when he used to kill Arsenal. He's clinical. But yeah, man, all the best with him. Rest in peace. Love for that, Scott. Appreciate it, man. So I'm going to move on anyway to the Man United news. So yeah, basically it's come out today, this morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, about Osimhen. And it's just about there's always a burning magnetism surrounding the Red Devils, and that's attracting the players, including the striker. Man United could still be an option for the player, but his wage demands could be an issue. Cormezzo Gianni, local Naples news outlet, on Osimhen's future. And then under that, it basically says, Corrado Mezzogianni is a general reliable source for football news in Napoli. So Osimhen's still on the table, but listen, it's been reported so much times by so much journalists. Laurie Whitwell, who's very reliable guys. Listen, this geezer's wages are too high, that no one in the Prem is even linked with him anymore because of his wages. So I don't know what's going to happen with Osimhen. I don't know where he's going to end up even going. Napoli don't want him. He don't want to stay in Napoli. He's at Galatasaray on loan. I don't know if he's going to go back there, because these Turkish clubs, all of a sudden, they got money now for wages. They're paying him his wage. They're paying John Duran $325K a week. It's gone mad now. So I don't know what's going to happen with Osimhen, but Laurie Whitwell come out the other day and said, we want Osimhen, but his wages are too high. And you remember, Osimhen turned down Saudi. If you're turning down Saudi, I don't know what you want. You want £1 million a week? What are you asking for? 500K a week? I don't know. But you're turning down Saudi Arabia, so no one in Europe is going to be able to match your wage. So I don't know if he's going to stay at Galatasaray. I don't know if I just know Napoli is not taking him back. They don't want nothing to do with him. He don't want nothing to do with them. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen with Osimhen. We're still kind of linked. Every minute there's links in there with us and him. I don't know why, because we can't pay his wage. We're trying to get rid of the people that's got crazy wages. So I can't see us going out there and paying him a 300K or 250, unless we literally just turn around. We sell Rashford on 320K. We sell Sancho, who's on 300k, but I think it might be 270 or 280 now because we're not in Champions League. And then we have some money. Then we go, you know what? Let's give it to Osimhen. He scores goals. That's the only way I can see it happening. But is 250 even enough for him? We don't know what he's asking for. Like I said to you, he's turning down Saudi Arabia, which is offering you the best wages and no tax. So I don't know what's going to happen with Osimhen. It's going to be really tricky to see where he ends up at the end of the window. Remember, it's only the beginning of July. The window ends in September. So we still got 2 solid months to see what happens with Osimhen. He could come to United, but like I said, the way we're trying to do our wage structure is crazy. I can see him coming and being the only one on a big wage because Cunha's coming for 150 and Mbeumo is looking to come for 150. So we're trying to clean up the wage and Bruno's on a big wage and maybe him as a striker. Come score goals, that's your job. We'll give you a big wage. It might be that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the situation with Osimhen. He's definitely not going to stay at Napoli. So they're going to let him go. But it's not even like Napoli. Napoli saying we want 60 million, he can go. Napoli's not sitting there asking for 100 million, 85 million like they want for Ekitike, Frankfurt. It's not a mad number. It's just the wages that is crazy. So it's been reported today again, literally today again. And it got said the other day by Laurie Whitwell, the same thing. So that's the situation with Osimhen. We'll get into the other news. Basically, Fabian Ruiz is linked again. We keep being linked with the skeezer. This is like the 3rd time we've been linked to Fabian Ruiz this week alone. So Man United are interested in Fabian Ruiz when they see as a perfect box-to-box player for Ruben Amorim's system. He also has interest from other clubs and Saudi. No approach has been made yet, but he is one of the options United is considering. Let me tell you something about Fabian Ruiz. He's part of the best front three midfield right now. The midfield he's part of is probably the best in the world right now. I can't see him leaving that midfield. He just won the Champions League. He's happy. Why is he going to leave? So these rumors keep coming out. I don't know why it keeps coming out of Fabian Ruiz. Box to box, we've got Bruno that plays box to box. So are we really going to replace Bruno right now? I can't see it happening. But this is the 3rd time this week that there's been a rumor about Fabian Ruiz. So maybe there's something in there, but I can't see us going for him to give him the box-to-box role. You're going to come to Man United, finish 15th, and you just won the Champions League with PSG, and you play every game. It's not even like you're sitting down on the bench or it's a bit 50-50. You are a starter for that midfield. That is one of the best midfields in the world right now. I can't see us going for him. You lot tell me what you lot think about Fabian Ruiz. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think he's going to come to United. But there's a lot of rumours, and they're all coming from different journalists as well. So something could be in the pipeline, something could be cooking up. Who knows? And then we got Sancho. Alfredo Padula has basically come out and just said Sancho, Juventus is not the only Italian club that is sought for him, but also the one that is currently working to reach a compromise. There are 2 other clubs. One Arab, he's not going to Arab. Sancho has already said not going there. But Sancho has already opened up to Juventus and hopes that the total agreement that needs to be found can be reached. So what happened yesterday with Sancho was, I'll show you the reports that came out yesterday with the freedom fighter. This was it. It all came out. Look, Jadon Sancho is now willing to reduce his wage demands to join Juventus. There's optimism for a deal to be concluded for Jadon Sancho and Juventus. The player is open for the move. Juventus are insisting with Jadon Sancho. Positive contacts to taking place. A full agreement between Sancho and Juventus is now close. The deal will accelerate in a few days. Juventus and United are aligned with the 25 million. So we got Eurosport. It says IT. That might be Italy. I don't know. They're talking about Jadon Sancho's ready to reduce his wage. Sky Sports, which is in England, is saying he's open for the move. It's optimism that it's going to happen. Damasio, who is in Italy, is saying Juventus are insisting with Jadon Sancho. Positive contacts have taken place with the player. And then you've got Mick Ruby and Alfredo Padula saying a full agreement between Sancho and Juventus is close. So this was all yesterday. That's the situation with Sancho yesterday. And then today, at night, sorry, not today, last night, this is what Padula's come out and basically said. And he said Juventus and Sancho are looking at a compromise. So it's looking very, very promising with Sancho. Very promising. Every day it's looking promising. Before, it was always someone's jumping out of the race because it's not working or blah, blah, blah. Now it's looking promising. Juventus and Sancho are still talking. He's already told him he wants to go there. So we're going to see what happens. I know Fabrizio came out and said something about Sancho as well. So, yeah, Fabrizio came out last night and said this about Sancho. He said, after Jonathan David deal done, Juventus have called Man United and Jadon Sancho's camp again this week. Fenerbahce are out of the race and never been in concrete talks. Juventus made contact to discuss the conditions of the deal. So all Fabrizio was basically saying yesterday by saying this was that majority of these reports are true. That's all he was basically telling us, because it's been heating up. All the 4 different journalists, Sky Sports in the UK, DiMarzio, who's in Italy, Eurosport, who is in I don't know where, and then you've got Mick Ruby and Alfredo Padula, who's in Italy as well, all saying Sancho to Juventus is getting closer and closer and closer. He's dropping his wage demands. He's open for the move. Positive contacts, close. Agreement is close between them. And remember, as soon as you get an agreement with Sancho on personal terms, just come pay us our 25 million. We've let it be known by everybody. We've got 25 million on his head. Just pay us the 25 million and you can have the freedom fighter. Simple as. So that's the situation with Sancho. It's still going. It's still heating up. There's still talks about it. So hopefully it goes through, man. We don't hear no cancellations. No one drops out or nothing. So that's what happens. And then we just got that came out today. And it's just about the instructions of Jason Wilcox. The academy teams will not be required to play with a back 3 system, as Wilcox wants the youth team to focus on developing high-quality talents rather than imitating the first-team system. Some people are taking this out of context. They don't trust Ruben, so they don't want the academy to play a back 3 because they're going to sack him soon. Bro, he's just saying, he's basically just said it there. If they've got quality and they're used to playing a back 4 and they're kids, let them carry on playing what they're playing. And then when they come into the first team, then you can start playing a back 3. It is what it is. It's not no big difference. It is what it is. Some people are taking it out of context. I don't think it's that deep. I think he just, like, what he's basically saying is the high quality talents that are used to what they're used to, just carry on being a high quality talent and do what you need to do. And then when you rise, you'll come to the first team and you'll adapt to that. It's not, we have to change our whole system from the kids all the way up to the top to play a back 3. Or Ruben safe or not safe. I think that's just overdoing it. Like, it doesn't mean that. But that's what basically Laurie Whitwell's come out and said today about Jason Wilcox. Good morning, Mitch. Stefan, what's going on, bro? You good? Hope you're straight over there, bro. So, yeah, that's the situation that's come out today about basically the back 3. The academy players are not going to say it. Sancho, they're still talking with Juventus. It's still positive. Nothing ain't changed. And there's more links for Fabian Ruiz. I don't know why they're coming out. I don't know why they keep saying it. I don't think we're going to get him. He's part of the best 3 in the midfield right now. That midfield for PSG, people are saying it's the best midfield out there. So I can't see him leaving that. He just won the Champions League to come to Man United that finished 15th that ain't got Champions League. It doesn't make no sense. So that's the situation. This came out last night about Laurie Whitwell spoke about it and basically said Rasmus Hojlund is more likely to leave Manchester United than stay this summer as it stands. So Rasmus Hojlund is not going to be a Manchester United player by August the 17th. Yeah? Hopefully not. Anyway, it would also more likely be a permanent sell than a loan. Inter Milan are there firmly. Everyone's been saying for ages that Inter Milan want him. So we already know that Inter Milan want him. Fabrizio came out the other day and said, still no agreement between Inter Milan and Manchester United for Rasmus Hojlund. They want a loan with an option to become an obligation with easy conditions. But United insist on a permanent transfer. So we're not trying to play this obligation like type of deals no more. You saw what happened with Sancho. He went Chelsea on an obligation. If you finish anywhere in 14th and down to first, Sancho has to be permanent. That was the deal. Somehow Chelsea found a loophole, opt out for 5 million. They pressed the button. Sancho's back with us. We're not trying to do no more loans. Forget about that. Obligations. It's like it's giving us PTSD. So now we just want him gone. And let me tell you the difference between Rasmus and Sancho. Why we need Sancho. Why someone like Sancho has to go. Someone like Rashford could go on loan, but Hojlund has to leave permanently. Let me tell you the difference. Why now? Because Rashford has got 320k on wages. So them paying him that 320k every single week, it adds up to something like £1 million something a month. Hojlund is on something little. He's probably on like 50k max or something like that, yeah? So that 50k, to go and put him on loan to Inter Milan and have to pay 25 grand a week is nothing to them. That's peanuts. So what is the point of getting Hojlund on loan with 25 grand a week when we might as well get the 25, 30 grand for him? See you later. His money is worth more to us. Someone like Rashford, his wages is worth more to us than Hojlund's. Do you get it? So Rashford's wage is the problem. Hojlund's money is what we need because it's just we want to replace him and get someone better. So that's why we can't send Hojlund on loan. It can't happen because the wages are so small. It doesn't make sense sharing that. You might just go for real. Just see you later. We've seen you're not good enough. And we've got to remember something. Omar Barada came from Man City. He said, when a player has shown us 18 months, you basically got 18 months to prove yourself. 18 months to 2 years to prove yourself. Players and managers. You come 18 to 2 years. If you showed us that you cannot perform at this level that we need you to, you're gone. We don't care how much we bought you for. That's what Omar Barada's come. And he's come with that mentality. So they've seen enough from Hojlund to know this guy's not ready. He's probably never going to be ready for the Premier League. It's long. Forget the loan. We're going to be back here, the same position we're in now next season. Let's just get rid of him. That's what they've seen with Hojlund, and that's the situation. Fabrizio saying it, and he said that on the 28th of June, and Laurie Whitwell said it yesterday. He said, listen, it's a permanent transfer only. We don't even want a loan. So Inter, I don't even know why Inter want him, to be honest with you, because Inter's got Thuram, Martinez, Taremi, and they just signed a geezer from Parma called Bonnie, who is the same age as Hojlund. That's 4 strikers. I don't know what competitions they're planning for over there to have 5 strikers. Unless they're getting rid of some, it don't really make sense to me. But cool. They want him on loan with obligation. We're saying we don't want no loan. Come and buy him. Give us the money. See you later. So that's the situation with Rasmus. Laurie Whitwell saying he's more likely to leave Man United than stay this summer. That's a big line to come out with. And they know Laurie Whitwell is one of our most reliable Man United sources. So from time he can come out and say that in the open, Man United must be confident that we want him out. We don't care if we upset him or anything like that. It's going to come out in the press. We don't care. He's got to go. Fabrizio's coming out and saying the same thing. So, yeah, it's interesting to see what happens with Hojlund. But it's looking like he's going to leave. That's the situation with him. This came out yesterday about Mbeumo. This, I don't know why. But United NAD and United District, who are good Manchester United sources for lineups. When it comes to lineups before games, you go to United NAD, United District, they might tell you Onana's dropped. Bruno starts in the 10, whatever. They'll give you drops and tell you who's playing and who's not. That's what United NAD and United District are known for. For some weird reason, I don't know why, they woke up yesterday at 9 o'clock in the morning and came out and said, the third bid for Mbeumo is going in today. We've been told by very reliable sources it's going in today. Obviously, because they get lineups right, etc., we're sitting there like, they could be right, they might not, but they could be because obviously they've got some sort of link where they get the lineups right? Bro, that was at 9 o'clock in the morning. As we all know, it's got to fucking 12 o'clock. No bid has gone in. So United NAD, United District are blacklisted from any sort of transfer news. Yeah, I'll take the little lineups from them, but transfer news, I'm not even going to bother putting it up here to show you lot. If they come through again, I'm not even bothering. But that's what they said yesterday, and it was bullshit, basically. So forget United NAD, forget it. This is what came out about Mbeumo from a reliable source in Laurie Whitwell. I mean, this is what he said in that Talk of the Devils podcast. He said, there's still optimism around it. Bryan Mbeumo wants it, and he's made it clear to Brentford and Tottenham that he wants Man United. It's at a point where I don't think United want to be seen or be paying over the odds for a player when they are tight on finances. Remember, we wanted Liam Delap. That's who we really wanted at first. Liam Delap cost 30 million, but he rejected us. So we had to change our strategy and go for a midfielder now to get the 10 positions. And now we're basically paying double. Do you get it? Delap was 30 million. Now Mbeumo 60, 65, whatever. So we're paying double. So we're kind of tight on the finances, but we want to still iron it out. but we're not trying to, like, we're overpaying. So 70 million is crazy. But this is where the hold-up is. You don't wait for this one. There's going to be a crunch point at some point soon. The 7th of July is when most players are expected back for pre-season. Players are expected back for pre-season. What does Mbeumo do when he's supposed to report in? The 7th of July is what, Monday? I'm sure it's Monday or Tuesday, whatever. The second bid that David Ornstein reported, let me show you something. They always said, we want Cunha money. This is what Brentford have been saying from the beginning. We want the same money as Cunha. So the second bid that we've put in, 55.7.5 is 62.5. The same fee as Cunha. They've turned around after that and gone, nah, you know what? We want more than Cunha because Mbeumo's stats are better than his. So they've told us they want Cunha money. We've gave them Cunha money. Brentford were pitching for a higher fee than Cunha given Mbeumo's stats. And now they're saying Spurs bid is 70 million. So now we want 70 million because Spurs bidded it. But Spurs are denying that. So David Ornstein said it on his thing that Spurs are denying that they bidded 70 million. And he's saying that they're denying it to me as well. All my Spurs sources have not agreed that they bidded 70 million. So Brentford are moving crazy. So we're all sitting there saying, why is Man United taking so long? What are you negotiating about? Everyone's doing things. Chelsea's banging out transfers. Man City, boom, boom, boom. These guys are really trying to pull a fast one. Because look at what they're doing. They've asked for Cunha money, 62.5. We've gave them 62.5. What is going on? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we've gave them the 62.5, and now they're saying they want more because of Mbeumo stats. So now we're trying to work on a little bit more, and then they're saying Spurs bid is 70 million. So we want some. Why don't you accept the 70 million then if Spurs bid is 70 million? There's nothing to accept because there's no 70 million. So this is what's going on. So, yeah, like, we're talking it out. I'm sure we'll probably give them 60 million plus 5 and it'll be enough. Hopefully. I think he's actually worth that as well. 65 million, he's worth it. When you look at the market right now, Alanga's going for 60 million. João Pedro just went for 60 million. The guy scored 10 goals, 5 penalties, 60 million pounds. Gittins coming from Dortmund, he got 5 goals, 4. What did he get? 8 goals, 3 assists or something. 11 goals and assists in Germany, and he's going for 55 million. Give us Mbeumo, and the guy's got 20 goals, 8 assists. I'll take him all day. So yeah, that's the situation with Brentford, and that's from a reliable Laurie Whitwell. They're playing games with us. So we're sitting there thinking, why is Man United taking so long? It's Brentford playing loads of games. They're asking for one thing, then they're going up, then they're changing. Fake rumors. The bid never came in for 70 million. There was never a 70 million bid. That bid was fake from Darren from the Mirror. Ornstein's already said it was fake, like it never happened. And they're trying to use that in negotiation, like, oh, we've got a 70 million bid, like, so we're trying to be reasonable. But if we bid 60 million plus 5 and they still reject it, I think Mbeumo has to come out and move mad. He has to come out and say something crazy because there's no way you're flopping his dream move over being stingy. It doesn't make no sense. Exactly. If a so-called bid was submitted, why didn't it get accepted? There you go. Brentford are being silly and clubs will wise up to it now. It's Man United, man. That's all it is, Stefan. It's Man United. We're known for overspending, so they're playing these games. If it was Man City, Chelsea, any other team that went in for Mbeumo, it would have been done 2 weeks ago. I promise you lot. 55 plus 5? Yeah, no problem. They would have took it. But even the fact that you're even saying we want Cunha money, he's got a release clause. What do you mean you want the same money as a guy with a release clause? And then we said, all right, cool. You want Cunha money? No problem. We paid the money. 55 plus 7.5, 62.5. And they're still chatting shit. We want more money now because he's got better stats than Cunha. Bruv, you're playing games, bruv. Like, do you not really want to sell him or not? So I think after this next bid, they either accept it or Mbeumo has to come out and say, bruv, what are you not doing? You lot are playing games with me. And then there might be a thing where next year, Mbeumo he rejects their transfer offer and then he just comes to us for free. Who knows? So we'll see what happens with that one. But yeah, that's the stuff with Mbeumo that came out yesterday from Laurie Whitwell. Like I said, there was a bid that was meant to go in from United District, United Nad. Bullshit. They're blacklisted when it comes to transfers. I'm never taking them serious again, ever. So yeah, that's the situation. And we got Rashi. Bayern Munich is the newest club in for Rashi now. They want Rashi. And basically, Bayern Munich and Barca have got the same shortlist for wingers. Remember, Barca want a winger and they want like a number 9 behind Lewandowski. And Bayern, they just sold Leroy Sané to Galatasaray. I think he left for free or something. I don't even know. But he's gone to Galatasaray. So Bayern need a winger. They've got Elise on one side. Gnabry, they're not really rating him too much. Kane's through the middle. They want a winger. So now, the Man United want 45 million euros to let him go. That's like, I don't know. But we've asked for 40 million cash. So I don't know what that's about. But that's from Sportbild, who is a German outlet. They're reliable for German news. So they're talking about Bayern Munich. And then you've got Mundo Deportivo, who's a Barcelona journalist, Spanish, talks about Real Madrid sometimes too. And he basically said both Bayern and Barca have the same 3 names on their radar. Nico Williams, Marcus Rashford, Luis Diaz. This is where it gets tasty now. Watch this bit here. Then we've got Luis Diaz had a bid rejected for him yesterday morning. You can see the time at the bottom. So if you look at that list that Barca's got, they've got Luis Diaz, Nico Williams, and Rashford. Nico Williams already agreed personal terms with Barcelona. He only wants Barca, or he wants to stay at Athletic Club, whatever they call it. He wants to stay there, he said. So it's Barca or bust. Arsenal was interested, they gave up. Everyone's gave up. Bayern Munich have gave up. It's Barca or bust. So Nico Williams is out of the race for Bayern. Luis Diaz, Bayern have gone in for him yesterday morning. They've said he's not for sale. Barcelona went in for him about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. They said he's not for sale. So Luis Diaz is off the list because he's not for sale. Nico Williams, like I just said, agreed terms with Barca, or he's staying where he is. Rashford's the last player on that list. So what's going on here? Is Rashford going to go to Bayern Munich or not? I don't know what's going to happen, but it's looking good for this list. He's the last player. The only thing it does say that's a little bit negative is from Rob Dawson, who's reliable as well, and he says Marcus Rashford has not yet chose any willingness to accept a pay cut. Bayern have asked for terms of a deal. So he's on 325k a week. If he doesn't take a pay cut, they might act up. But they pay high wages out there in Germany. So I don't know what's going to happen. But it's good to see there's another club there for Bayern. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Nico Williams is more complex because Bilbao are not happy. Barca can spend soon after being bankrupt. Yeah, I saw that one there still. I saw that. They're not happy. They're saying, how are they going to register these players? And now Nico Williams is saying, I want 100% to be registered. Because remember, they got Danny Olmo and someone else that are not registered properly yet still. They're allowed to play, but it's bare weird, like. So, yeah, man, I don't know what's going to happen. Cunha is 80 million bracket in today's market. He just had a release clause. We can't believe they're using these schoolboy tactics to squeeze more money out of United. And Mbeumo should step in himself now. That's what I'm saying. I reckon Mbeumo will step in. This is what we're talking about, by the way, for those that don't know. And Mbeumo will step in if they come in. If we give them 60 million plus 65 million, and they still reject it, I think Mbeumo will have to come out and say something. Because it's your dream move. You want to go to Man United. You've been relaxed. You've been calm. And you lot are just taking the piss now. You said you want Cunha money. We've gave you the Cunha money, 62.5. You've turned around and said, Mbeumo stats are better than Cunha, so we want more. We're like, what are you talking about? You asked for Cunha money. We've gave you Cunha money. Then you're telling us, but Spurs bid is 70 million. Spurs never bid is 70 million. If they bid is 70 million, why have you not accepted the 70 million? It's childish. If you look at what's going on, it's like you're arguing with someone and they're just trying to be right. Like, it's so dumb. So now at least we can all see and we all understand why it's taking so long. Because we've been sitting there for ages. Like, why is it taking so long? Chelsea signing players within 24 hours, 2 players. We're sitting there with Mbeumo deal for a whole month. You can see what's going on, where their heads at. They're just seeing Man United's come in, ka-ching, and they've just gone mad with us, basically. And they're just trying their best to squeeze every last million out of us. So I reckon 60 million up front should get the deal done. And 5 million add-ons. And you got to remember as well, the 55, remember with Cunha, 62.5 is the actual fee we got to pay without add-ons. There's no add-ons on that. So maybe they want 60 million or 62, give us that fee and then put add-ons on. Do you get it? Because we said 55 plus 7. Remember, that 7.5 is add-ons. Add-ons are not guaranteed, you know. That's one thing. Every time we sign a player, you see every news outlet talking about add-ons, like all the outlets. So if we signed Mbeumo and it was, for example, 75 million in euros, they'll be saying it in euros, all the add-ons added up. They'll be talking about in dollars, it's 90 this. That's what they do. So obviously, add-ons is not, but we know add-ons is not 100%. Because the add-ons could be, if Mbeumo scores 20 goals, we'll give you $1 million. If you lot reach the top 4 Champions League, we'll give you another 2 million. If Mbeumo gets 10 assists, we'll give you another $1 million. It could be things like that. If Mbeumo wins the Ballon d'Or, we'll give you 2 million. It's not 100%. So add-ons are not 100%. So they might want 100% 60 million and then a bit of add-ons on the top. That's what it might be. The 55 is like, you lot are taking a piss. Alanga's out here going for 60 million. João Pedro's out here going for 60 million. This geezer scored 10 goals, 5 penalties. These are what we're dealing with. So it's a weird one still. It's a weird one. United, this geezer. You tell me again, you kill me. Every day you got your FIFA list ready. I can't see him being happy at Brentford if it falls through 100%. And the fact that we're bidding as well. And what are they telling? They must be telling him, yo, it's going to be done soon. We're just squeezing out a bit more money. We feel like you're worth more. United must be saying, bro, we're giving them, we're saying everything we can. They've asked for Cunha. We've gave the Cunha money. And now they're talking about stats. Like, it's gone mad. Just walk away. If Brentford turns our third bid, 100%. 100%. I reckon we will walk away. If they turn down our third bid, I reckon it's done. There's no way. And then I reckon Mbeumo's got to come out and say, I want to leave, or you're taking the piss or something. But there's no way after the third bid we carry on pursuing this. It's not going to work. 100%. I'm with you with that one still. I'm with you. Dumfries, yeah, I see that still. I think Barca are looking at him, innit? I think Barca's looking at him. So yeah, so getting back into the Rashford thing anyway. Yeah, Rashford, he's got Barcelona that are basically just parring him off and saying, yo, we're going to come back for you, but at the end of the window. Let us deal with what we got to deal with first. Because remember, they came out first and said, we got no money. They came out and said, we got no money. And then 2 weeks later, they went for Nico Williams and they're ready to pay his release clause, which is 58 million. So they're already kind of taking the piss. And then Rashford's gone on the Spanish interview the other day, twerking. Oh, Barcelona, it's a lovely city. It's always hot, blah, blah, blah. Lamine Yamal, love to play with the best, blah, blah. He really wants to go. It's his dream move to go there, so I get it. But Bayern Munich's in town now. Your mate Harry Kane's there. Your fellow Englishman, Musiala's there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you've got a little link. So Elise says there, he come from the Prem. They can make it happen. There's ballers on ballers. So I think he would go to Bayern, but he's just not taking a pay cut at this moment. That's what might be killing us. If he turns around and says, you know what, I want 325k, let me just drop it to 250, they'll probably take him on. Barca will probably take him on right now, but he doesn't want to drop his wage. But as you can see, Barca and Bayern have got the same shortlist for wingers. Do you understand? Sane left Bayern and went to Galatasaray, so Bayern Munich need a winger. And Marcus Rashford fits that bill. And when you look at this middle list, Nico Williams looks set, bound to go to Barca, or he's going to stay at Athletic. And Luis Diaz has had a bid rejected yesterday, and Liverpool have told Bayern Munich and Barca he's not for sale. But Luis Diaz is getting angry now because he's saying, you lot are not giving me a proper wage. He's trying to get a new contract, stalling because they're not trying to offer him enough money, but you're not even letting me go. So he's getting frustrated over there as well. So hopefully one of these clubs could just snap up Rashford quick before Luis Diaz, it goes all mad over there because he's getting angry. They've got him on like 50k a week. Luis Diaz, 50k a week. Martinelli's on 180k at Arsenal. And you got Luis Diaz on 50k. So he's vexed. He's saying, bro, I want some money. I just won the league with you lot, patting up my contract and I'll stay. But they're not trying to pattern up his contract. So that's the situation with Rashford. Hopefully he can go to one of these clubs ASAP. Because that wages, we get that off our wage bill, that 1 million something a month, is crazy. It'll be so nice. And then you can go out there and get a striker and whatnot, and you make it all make sense. But right this second, it's killing us. Where's the credit card? Remember that 2 seasons ago, just pulled that 150 out of nowhere. 100%. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But you see, right now, we've got all these players on wages and they're not playing. That's the difference. Rashford's on 325k. He's not going to play. It's evident that it's beef with him and Ruben. Sancho's on 300 or 280. He's not going to play. This is what I'm saying. This is what we're dealing with now. So we need to get rid of them one by one, slowly. We had this report yesterday about Douglas Luiz. He might be part of the Sancho deal. It's looking like he's a key piece in Juventus' move for Sancho. We said that we like him. I think Douglas Luiz is a baller, especially when he was at Aston Villa. He was good, etc. But the only concern I'm going to come with him is his injury record since he's been at Juventus. It's a bit crazy. If you look at it properly, that's 20 games he's missed, 100 days, and it's hamstring muscle injury, muscle fatigue, muscular problems, rest. That's one game. That's not too bad. But muscle fatigue, like, it's just a bit too much. And you got to remember this as well. You remember something, yeah? He's playing in an Italian league. Slowest league ever. The Italian league's got 38-year-old defenders. He comes to the Prem and he's got an injury record like this. And he's got, especially how Ruben's trying to play with this intensity stuff now. He wants us to be athletes. He wants athletes, he's saying. He wants intensity. Mate, he might break down, mate. I mean, we've already got Mason Mount and Luke Shaw. We can't have another geezer that's breaking down every minute. We had a Martial and players like that, Varane, that were injured out. So, yeah, man. That's the only reason I'll be a bit skeptical because of him, Glenn. I hear that still. He stinks of you. Yeah, that's the only thing. Apart from that, he was a baller. I don't even know why he went to Juventus. He was playing for Aston Villa. He was doing what he needed to do. He was a baller. I rate Douglas Luiz, man. And if I could take any player, I'll take him or Conceição? I can't pronounce it. Conceição, whatever his name is. Them two, cold. Or Yildiz as well. Sorry, Yildiz. He's a baller. But yeah, that's his injury record. And that's all last season. Literally, look at it. 10 games he missed for muscle fatigue. 6 games for hamstring injury. 41 days. 9 days for muscle fatigue. Muscular problems. And this is all in the Italian league, which is the slowest league in the world. It's so slow. Do you understand? So you can't come to the Prem where you're getting pressed at 100 miles per hour. We're telling you to run back, run forward, run back, run forward all game. And then you think you're going to have a chance of not getting injured. That's the only thing that I'm sitting there like, I don't know about it. But apart from that, he's a good player. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if we take him or not. Obviously, I will still take him now then because Sancho's not playing anyway. So to have Douglas Luiz on the bench anyway, even if he is injured, it's better than having a Sancho that's not going to play in no minutes anyway. So that's the problem. But if we can go out there and get a proper midfielder, why would I want to deal with this when we can get someone fresh? That's the only thing with Douglas Luiz. Then we had this last night. Obviously, I've told you the Sancho bit already. Fabrizio basically just showed us all that. All the rumours about Sancho is true. And then Nathan Swart came out and said, listen, there's no real expectation that Andre Onana is going to move on this summer. The only reason that is being said is because nobody wants the geezer. Literally, we thought Saudi's going to come and bail us out with him. Nobody wants him. So where do you keep putting it out there that, listen, he's probably going to stay? So we already know. So that's what they're doing. They're putting out all this PR that he's going to stay so that we all know he's going to stay from now. We can basically deal with it now. Oh, no, I'm staying for fuck's sake. And then it is what it is. By the time it gets August 17th, if he hasn't been bought, then we've already kind of got over it. That's what it is. They want him to go. We all know they want him to go, but there's no suitors. It's like everyone's watched him this season and seen how shit he is. Monaco came in, his wages are high. So the only person that can come and bail us out with Onana is literally Saudi. And Saudi have even looked at him and said, we ain't got time for this geezer. So I don't know what we're going to do with this geezer. Yeah. Bayern looks like he might be able to go because he's a bit cheaper. He's like 4 million. Onana, we might want like a 20, 25 million. No one wants to pay that. This geezer's a liability. But it is where it is, isn't it? And then Fabrizio put this last night on his Facebook. Here we go is coming. I haven't seen a here we go since. So he's doing the clickbait thing. I don't know what's going on. He put here we go's coming. Everyone's going mad. Who's it going to be? There's not been no here we go. So I don't know what he's talking about. He has been trashed this season. Oh, Douglas Luiz, yeah. That's what I heard. I heard he wasn't all that. I heard he wasn't all that still. So yeah, man, that's the situation. It's just Onana's looking to stay. Fabrizio's basically just saying, yo, there has been talks about Sancho. Juventus are interested in him. Reports came out yesterday about Sancho. It's all been positive. Literally, everything about Sancho has been positive for the last 2 days now. Sancho's willing to reduce his wage demands to join Juventus. Sancho's open to the move to Italy. Sancho's insisting with Juventus. Positive contacts have taken place, and a full agreement is close on personal terms. That got reported. We had a little bit about that today as well. So that's the freedom fighter update. Hopefully that goes through. It doesn't collapse. He doesn't want more money in the end or something. It just goes through. Done. Marcus Rashford, he's got Barcelona and he's got Bayern that want him now. So that's 2 clubs, which is very positive. And Mbeumo, this was rumours from United NAD and United District. They're good for lineups, but for transfers, they're trash. They came out and said that a third bid was going to come out yesterday. No bid has come. So they're blacklisted when it comes to transfers. I'm never bringing them in again. And then obviously Laurie Whitwell spoke about it and just told us the situation of what's really happening, and that Brentford wanted Cunha money. We gave them Cunha money. Then they started talking about, oh, well, he's got better stats than Cunha, blah, blah, blah. And then they're talking about the 70 million bid that Spurs apparently made, but they haven't accepted the bid. If they made the 70 million bid, why have you not accepted it? So that's the situation with that. What else was there that we spoke about? Rasmus Hojlund, he's more likely to go than stay. This is the biggest news, to be honest, because he was coming out a few weeks ago saying, yeah, I'm going to stay. I'm contracted for 2-3 years, blah, blah, blah. Mate, they're letting it be known now. You've got to get out of here. Like, we gave you a time. We understand. They probably know, innit? The Glazers fucked up, where they've put him in a position where he's the main number 9. It wasn't meant to be. He should have had someone that he's basically an understudy for, but you've got no time to waste no more. He's gone to Hong Kong in the post-match tour, had a stinker at Hong Kong. We had to bring Chido Obi off the bench to save us and score 2 goals. This geezer had a stinker. The defender that was there got a compilation at the end of the game. Hong Kong got a compilation, 10 tackles, 8 interceptions, 7 headers, all that on Rasmus Hojlund. You got a compilation at the end of the game. Leicester City, Southampton, whoever this geezer plays, they got a compilation at the end of the game, the centre-back. It's his best ever game. This is what we're dealing with. So they've realised he's not ready for it. He was doing his thing in the Italian league. It's very counter-attacky there. There's a lot of space. Go over there. Inter Milan will take you back. Good on you. So Rasmus Hojlund is more likely to leave than stay. And that's from Laurie Whitwell, who is very reliable. And Fabrizio Romano said the same thing about 5 days ago. Look at the dates at the bottom. He says, still no agreement between Inter Milan and Man United for Rasmus Hojlund. They want a loan with an option to become obligation with easy conditions. I don't know what the easy conditions are. It could be something like if he plays 15 games, it'll become obligation. If we finish top 5, whatever. But I think we got PTSD with this obligation word. Yeah, this obligation word, we got PTSD because Sancho was obligation if we finished in the top 14, and they found a loophole in that and opted out. So I don't even think we got anything to do with obligation, because it blatantly says, if you look at both of the lines of both of them, but United insist on permanent transfer, and then you look at Laurie Whitwell, it says it would also more likely be a sell than a loan. We want him out of here. We don't want no more obligations. Like, we're blacklisted. We've got PTSD for that obligation word. We just want him gone now. And we don't want to be in the same position we're in now next year. So it'll be like a short-term fix. He's gone into Milan. And then next year you're back. Rashford's back. Anthony's back. Sancho. Is anyone in the chat even remembering that Malacia is back? Malacia is back and nobody wants him. This is what we're dealing with. So just get rid of the players. All this loan stuff is a short-term fix. But we'll have to deal with it next year. Hojlund is crap and was crap before we signed him. Don't blame Ineos for a mistake Richard Arnold made when they were 100%. I'm not blaming Ineos. They're trying to get rid of him now. They're saying this is long. And that's what, remember, Omar Barada came in and said that. He said, listen, you get 18 months at the club. 18 months at the club to prove yourself. I think they've seen enough of him where they've gone, yo, like I said, it wasn't his fault, innit? The way it's turned out. He's young. He's been pushed out to lead the number 9. It should have been someone. It should have been like a Haaland and Alvarez type of thing. You got Haaland that does his little 80 minutes, 70 minutes. Alvarez, come on, the last 15 minutes. We've put him in a mad position, but bro, it's not going to work. You get me? And he knows that. I just didn't understand when he was coming out and saying he's staying. He was so confident. Yeah, I'm staying. I've got 3 years or something left. I'm like, bro, it's crazy. But like I said, every single player centre back that plays against him has a compilation at the end of the game. Leicester City's, We've got all the worst teams. They just always pocket him. And that centre-back will have 7 interceptions, 10 headers, 5 clearances, 6 blocks. So much like, it'll be his best game of the season. So he knows. Inter Milan, remember, he was in the Italian league before as well, with Atlanta. I think he scored, I can't remember how much goals he scored. I don't think it was anything more than 13 though. And that's where we bought him from. We should have never paid 72 million, but the old regime was doing loads. And this is what I like about what's happening now with the transfers is we're going for proven players. Everyone that we're linked with, the Osimhens, the Gyökeres, Mbeumo, Cunha, they're all kind of proven where we know them already. With the old regime, we were linked with Antony and Hojlund. We didn't even know these geezers. We're going on YouTube and checking them out. No one knew Antony or Hojlund, bro. Only because of Ten Hag. Like, you might have watched a few games from Ten Hag because he's coming to United and you saw Antony. He's meant to be the main player. But you never knew of Antony. You never lit up the world, if you know what I'm saying. At least now we know everyone that's coming into United. We're linked with some proven players. So Hojlund's leaving anyway. Laurie Whitwell, who's very reliable for Man United News, just come out and said he's more or less gone. And it's going to be permanent sale. It's not going to be no loan. Fabrizio Romano came out 5 days ago and said the same thing. There's still no agreement between Inter and Man United, but United are insisting on a permanent transfer. I don't know if they want him permanently because, like I said to you, they've already got 4 strikers. I don't know how they even want him. They just signed Boney from Parma, who is the same age as Hojlund. They got Taremi, Martinez, and they got Thuram. So they've got 4 players that are strikers. I don't even know why they want him so bad. I don't know what they're planning on doing. I don't know what competitions they're getting ready for over there. That they're trying to have 4, 5 strikers. I know they play 2 at once, but what are they I don't know what they're cooking, but good on them. Jonathan. Gamer, I just want Hojlund gone. Yeah, man. Because I know 100% when he goes, we're replacing him. Do you get it? If he doesn't go, it might be a bit spooky. Obviously, we want a striker. It's been said, whatever. But soon as he leaves, we know 100% like it's certified. Knuckle. Ineos just as trash as the Glazers. Glazers alone never got us to 15th, by the way. We are so finished. Only hopes are solely going to be on Bruno, Cunha and Mbeumo and for them. Not seeing anything else. Mate, I don't think Ineos are no way close to the Glazers. The Glazers are the worst. I don't think you can even put anyone in the same breath as the Glazers. No way. And the only way I will tell you, like, look, I don't like what Ineos do with the cutting the staff and all of that. I hate all of that. The people that have been their lifelong fans and all that. I don't like stuff like that. But the transfers, we all have to sit here and say they've changed up our transfer thing. We're linked to more prime players that we can all be excited about. Everyone's excited about Cunha and Mbeumo. Glazers was just going out there and buying anyone. Anyone that's got a big name will go and pay 70 million for Casemiro. Anthony, what? Ten Hag, you want him? 85 million. Hojlund, 72 million. You got to remember, bro, the Glazers, I don't know if you're a girl or boy, but yeah, the Glazers have never put no money in from their own pocket. At least Sir Jim put in a 200 mil. Do you know what I'm saying? You got to give him that. He's put in a 200 mil, even though that's light, 200 mil. But come on, man. You can't put him in the same bracket as the Glazers. We had no strategy, bruv. We were just linked with anyone. We would have probably want to try to sign Mbappe or something. It's crazy. Dumfries, 25 million. But for Man United, they'll pay 50, 100%. We were linked with him, remember, you know. That's probably one of the good Ten Hag ones that we were linked with. We were linked to Dumfries. I think Ornstein came out and said something like that. I'll bring it for the later stream. We were linked with Dumfries. Ornstein said something like that. Mason Mount was injury prone before we signed him and we got him for massive wages and transfer fee. And he's always injured. Don't blame Ineos for Arnold signings before they came. Lindelof was crap. Paid 40 million for him and spent 9 years at the club and a championship standard CB. Don't blame Ineos for him. That's what I'm saying. You can't compare them to, innit? I'm not going to sit and say Ineos are gold or nothing, but they're definitely better than the Glazers. 100%. Because since they've come in, the transfer window, that's what I'm talking about. Nothing else. I'm not talking about no cuts or none of that or ticket prices. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about transfers have changed. You can tell the policy, we want better players. That's it. And we all know these players as well. We're not going for some play. Yeah, we might get the odd Dogu or something, whatever, cheap, young, whatever. But the prime players, we all already know they're prime. We're linked with Gyökeres, Osimhen. Like, bro, we'll be linked to a fucking someone for 100 million right now if these guys weren't in here. It'll be crazy, bro. But bro, they have the best in class, but they can't think of simple stuff like Dumfries, Rios deals. Both of them together cost less than 50 mil, but we won't even consider those two. I don't know, man. I don't know. Remember, we got a sell to buy right now, so we don't know what they're thinking. I'll say that. We got a sell to buy. For midfielder and a right wing back, we got a sell to buy. We want Mbeumo, and then we got to sell, and then we can buy. That's the thing. Do you understand? As soon as we sell, we'll be able to buy. So I don't know. We don't know who they want for midfield. There's been talks that they want Belieber next season. Wharton came out the other day. We're linked with Edison. Fabian Ruiz. I'm going to put that in the chat in a second. Fabian Ruiz, we're linked with him today. So we don't know who they want. It's a mad one like that. R.I.P. Jota, number 20 should be retired. 100%. Rest in peace, Jota, man. I spoke about him earlier. I'm going to get into it in a minute before I finish and I summarize it all. But 100% rest in peace to Jota, man. And his brother as well. People are forgetting about his brother, you know, Andre. So Diego and Andre, rest in peace to both of them, man. That's sad stuff, man. You get me? The first thing they do, Ineos, is invest massive money in the training ground and make it world class. Don't blame Ineos. This is some proper Ineos Glazer thing. Nafu, I can't believe you're coming with this Glazer thing. You're the first person to ever glaze the Glazers. I've never seen it happen. But yeah, I hate them. Get the Glazers out of here, please. So yeah, that's the situation. I'll show you about some midfielder. You're talking about Rios and all that. We've been linked with him as well. We've been linked with Richard Rios. But we have to sell. This is the situation the Glazers have put us in. When we've got players on high wages, so now we have to sell to buy. So that's the situation. Like I just said, Fabian Ruiz, we're linked with him today. The date is at the bottom. Manchester United are interested in Fabian Ruiz, who they see as a perfect box-to-box player for Ruben Amorim's system. He also has interest from other clubs and Saudi. No approach has been made yet, but he's one of the options United is considering. Listen, I don't even think this is true, but there's been a few other Fabian Ruiz talks in the last week. It's been about 2 different guys that have come out and said this. So maybe something is lurking, but I can't see he's part of the best midfield in the world right now. That midfield, him, Vitinha, and João Neves is the best midfield in the world. So I can't see this. I can't see this happening, man. Like, I can't see us getting Fabian Ruiz. He'll be a baller and it'll be dope, but I can't see it happening. So I don't know. Obviously, there's talks about Sancho. There's more talks. So everything about Sancho is positive. I've never had a day or two where the freedom fighter is just positive that he's going to leave, basically. He's happy. He's having positive chats with Juventus. Hopefully, we can have him with a Juventus shirt later on, and it's a here we go or something. But I haven't seen nothing negative about Sancho today or yesterday or the day before. And then there's this document about Jason Wilcox. He's told the academy teams that they do not have to play a back-three system, as Wilcox wants the youth team to focus on developing high-quality talent rather than imitating the first-team system. I got no problem with that. He's basically saying that if they've started as a 4, which is normal for these systems, to start as a 4, and they're talented kids or whatever, let them carry on being talented. And when it's time, you can come and play a back 3 if that's what we're still dealing with, etc. Some people are taking this out of context. Oh, my days, he doesn't want them to play a back 3. They're going to sack Ruben soon. That's why he's saying that. Bro, you're going too deep in it, yeah? Close your mind. You're opening your mind a bit too much. He's literally just saying it. It's in his words right there. Wilcox wants the youth teams to focus on developing high-quality talent rather than imitating the first-team system. So just focus on them just being them and just become the player that you're really going to become. And then if you make it up to the first team, you can get in and play your back 3. I don't think it's anything too mad than that. They're sacking Ruben or people just say whatever, but I don't think it's that deep. Do you know what I'm saying? I just think it's literally it's a back 3 and that's it. Like, he's just literally telling them, just maximize your potential, basically. And then it's that Jota. Sorry, off topic. Just got that Diogo Jota was killed in a car crash in Spain. Yeah, I spoke about that in the beginning. I'll get back into it in the end. But rest in peace to Jota and his brother as well. Andre Silva. Is that his name? Andre, yeah. Rest in peace to them, man. Andre Silva, the potential of him. So sad him goes so soon. Yeah, it's mad, man. Rest in peace to him, man. No, you are all getting me totally wrong. I do not like the Glaze. I'm just countering the Ineos Glaze. They are not moving like best in class. Yeah, they probably are not moving like best in class, but if you look at the transfers that we're looking at though, Mbeumo and Cunha, they're technically two of the best right now in the Prem. Do you know what I'm saying? They're in the top scorers list as well. So I don't know, but I wouldn't say best in class. That's definitely not come to thing yet. 100% you're right with that. They said best in class. They haven't moved mad like that yet, where they're the best in class, where they've proved themselves. But we are like I said, with the transfers, everyone we're going for is proven. Do you get it? We're not sitting here having to go on YouTube to look at a player that we're spending 60 million for no more. Do you get it? That's what I'm trying to say. The Dorgus and that, where you're spending 25 million on these little gems, whatever, no problem, innit? But 60 million, 50 million plus, we shouldn't have to go on YouTube to see the player, like Hojlund, Anthony. We shouldn't have to go and watch these comps to see who the player. We should already know who they are if they're going to be that price. They're not making us do that normally. We know who Mbeumo is. We know who Cunha is. So that's my point. Gyökeres, Osihmen, the players we're linked with, we know them. So yeah, we'll come Osimhen to United is better for next season, please. I'm going to get into Osimhen in a minute. Hopefully he comes, but his wages are a bit mad still, but I'll get into him in a minute. Casemiro's insane wages and transfer fee. Blame Arnold. Yeah. That's another one. Casemiro, his contract runs out next year. So unless Saudi come and bail us out, and I can't see him going Saudi because a report came out the other day from Rob Dawson saying Casemiro's staying. He wants to stay. He thinks it's the best thing for him to make the World Cup. He can go Saudi and then no one's going to watch him. He might not go World Cup. So he's made the decision he's going to stay, but he can only make that decision because no one's in for him. When no one's in for you, you can just turn around and go, I'm going to stay because no one's in for you. You know what I'm saying? Ineos are negotiating for Mbeumo for 1 month now. Just pay what Brentford are asking for. Come on. Did you see what I said about Brentford? I don't think you was here, Nakul. Nakul, take this in. Let me show you what happened with Mbeumo and why we're taking so long. For everyone that's just come in, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. We do this every day for you lot, man. 3 times a day. We'll give you all the Man United news for the day. So make sure you subscribe. But let me show you why we've been negotiating for so long, yeah? I'm not even going to read the first bit. Forget about that. Look at the second article. And it says, the second bid that David Ornstein reported, 55 plus 7.5. The same fee as Cunha. What was getting reported before that? It was getting reported Brentford want the same money as Cunha. They want Cunha money. That's what got reported. So we went for the first bid. We underdone it a bit, 45 plus 5, whatever it was. They said, no, rejected, no problem. They came out, said, we want Cunha money. That's what they started saying. No problem. We've gave them Cunha money. They've turned around and gone, you know what? Mbeumo's stats are better than Cunha's. We want more. Brentford were pitching for a higher fee than Cunha, giving Mbeumo stats. So they've just changed it up on us now. And then on top of that, they're talking about Spurs bidded 70 million. So we want 70 million. He's worth that now. Bruv, this is what's going on. So they've switched it on us. So you can see why there's a negotiation at least happening. Because this has gone mad now. Like, you've asked for Cunha money. We've offered you 62.5, the same fee as Cunha. Brentford were pitching for a higher fee than Cunha, giving Mbeumo stats. So you switched it on us now and gone, he scored more goals than Cunha, which he has, but you never asked for that. You asked for Cunha money. So they're moving a bit mad. They're moving a bit snaky. They've seen this Man United and they're moving mad. And then they're talking about 70 million bid that Spurs bidded that we all know never even happened. David Ornstein came out and said, Spurs never bidded 70 million. So they're in there negotiating and saying, Spurs are bidding 70 million. We want more money for Cunha, for Mbeumo, because Mbeumo's got more goals and assists than him. It's childish, mate. So you can see what's going on there. That's why they're negotiating for so long, because obviously it's childish, isn't it? They're saying they want Cunha money. They've offered it. Now they're saying they want more. They're talking about bids that didn't even happen. So at least we know why they're negotiating. This came up from Laurie Whitwell, who is very reliable for Man United news. He works for The Athletic, who is David Ornstein's crew, basically. So that's the situation with Mbeumo right now. And he said that yesterday on a podcast called Talk of the Devils. You can go and listen to it if you want. That's the situation. I think if we give them 60 million up front and 5 million add-ons, that will probably do the deal. But I don't know. They're moving a bit childish. I think if they reject that deal, we have to walk away now. And I think Mbeumo might have to come out and say, you lot are moving mad. Like, why are you not doing me like this? You know it's my dream move. And Mbeumo has already said, I won't leave Brentford if it's not for Man United. I don't want to go Spurs. I don't want to go Arsenal. And I definitely don't want to go Newcastle, he said. So he ain't leaving. It's Man United or bust. They know Mbeumo wants it. We're offering the money. Like I said, I reckon we'll go 60 plus 5. It gets it done. Let's not go 70, please. Because even though with this market we're in, Kudus is worth 85, Elanga's worth 60, João Pedro's worth 60, and he's only scored 10 goals and 5 of them are penalties. Gittins scoring 8 goals in the Bundesliga and he's 55 million. You could get Mbeumo for 70. If you look at his goals and stats, but we shouldn't even have to go that far. So I reckon we'll get him. I'll show you Mbeumo stats in a minute. But I reckon we'll get him. But if we don't get him in the next bid, we have to walk away. There's no way we've got to entertain this no more. If they're moving, if this is all true and this is what they're saying about Cunha money, and then they turned around and they said, oh, and Mbeumo stats, we have to walk away. We have to. But 100% with the market the way it is now, I reckon we have to. We should probably think. Let me show you some of the other markets signings and what they're going for. So I reckon 65 is probably fair. What we're offering them is probably a little bit under. Let me show you the market right now and what's really going on in the market. So you lot can see what's going on. This is the market, bro. This is what we're dealing with. Yeah? This is the market. Look at there's the stats for you lot. Look. This Gittins geezer has got 8 goals and 3 assists. That is not, that's what's that? 9, 10, 11 goals and assists in 32 games in the Bundesliga, German league. He's gone for 55 million. I don't even know if there's add-ons included. It just says Chelsea will pay fee close to 55 million. João Pedro went for excess 50 million, and then Ben Jacobs came out and said it was 60 million. It was 55 plus 5 in total. Look at his stats. The year before last, he scored 20 goals, yeah? So good on him. He had a good season then. 10 of them were penalties, yeah? But it's 20 goals, no problem. This season that just went, he scored 10 goals. 5 of them were penalties. And he's gone for 60 million. João Pedro, he's a good footballer. He's a bit intelligent. He's got a bit of flair to him, but come on, man. The geezer scored 5 open play goals and he's gone for 60 million. Mohamed Kudus, look at his stats, bro. Look at what they're saying about him. They're saying Kudus' release clause, which is only active for the first 10 days of July. This is why it's going crazy right now for Kudus, because his release clause is only active right now. 80 million for Euro clubs, 85 million for Premier League clubs, 120 million for Saudi clubs. Look at Kudus' numbers last season. Look at his numbers. 5 goals, 4 assists. The season before that, I was like, yo, why did Ten Hag go back to Ajax and get us Anthony and not get us Kudus? Look at his numbers. 20 goals and assists. The season before, I rated him. Last season, he had a poor season. He's a good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's a good player, but he had a very poor season. And they want 85 million for him. 85 million. Obviously, there's rumours Tottenham think they're getting for a bit less. They had a bid rejected for 55 or something, but that is what is David Ornstein reported. 85 million for Kudus. He's got 5 goals, 4 assists in 35 games, bro. And you lot are telling me Mbeumo, who scored 20 goals, 8 assists, is not better than all 3 of these. Look at Mbeumo's 20 goals, 8 assists. That's 28 goals and assists. Only 5 penalties. So everything's open play. And then you've got all these guys going for these prices. And so I'll give them 65. That's what I'm saying. When you look at the market, it's cooked. So I'll give him 65. And that is a bill. I remember Elanga, Newcastle wanted Elanga for 45 million. They rejected it and said we want 60 million for Elanga. Elanga scored 6 goals and got 11 assists. 6 goals. 60 million for 6 goals. And then Mbeumo scored 20 goals. 65 million is a steal for Mbeumo. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you, lot. 65 million will be a steal. When you look at this article, 65 million will be a steal, 100%. So I will take Mbeumo any day. Kudus had a poor. I like Kudus as well, you know. But that season he had in West Ham, and you could turn around as well and say, wait a minute, West Ham is technically a better team than Brentford, because you can sit there and say, oh, West Ham probably defend a lot, wherever. But West Ham is a better team than Brentford. If Mbeumo can score 20 goals for Brentford. Kudus can surely score at least 8 goals for West Ham. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. Look at this geezer's stats compared to that. So I'll give them 65. Easy. Take the 65. We won him. Thank you. This is what we're dealing with. This is his stats for last season. 38 games, 20 goals, 7 assists. Remember, you lot are not catching that one as well, what I just said. 38 games. There's 38 games in the Premier League to play. He played 38 games, so he's reliable as well. Do you understand? He plays every game. He's like a Bruno and Dallo. Them and they're different. So, different, man. Look at the teams he scored against. He scored against basically every team apart from four or five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. He can't score against his old team, of course. So, yeah, 5 teams. This is what I'm saying. And when you look at this, even this player stat, where you got Mo Salah, the goal scoring thing, you can see what Ineos are trying to cook over here because they're saying, we need goals. You know what? We're just going to go to the fucking top scorers and just take 3 players out of that. We're linked with Watkins. We're linked with Watkins. We've got Cunha already. And then Mbeumo's there in 4th place with 20 goals. Do you understand? And only 5 of them 20 goals were penalties. 5. So 15 goals open play is impressive, mate. And you're playing for Brentford as well. You're playing for a team that is most likely to be defending the whole game. Do you understand? You're not here. That's why I look at Gittins and I say, what is going on there? This Gittins geezer, he plays for Dortmund. You lot are an attacking team. There's only like 4 teams in the German league that are attacking. Bayern Munich, Leipzig, Dortmund, like, do you get it? And then everyone else is like defending. You play for Dortmund and you only got 8 goals and 3 assists. And you've got a guy that is playing in the hardest league in the world for a defensive team and he's gone and scored 20 goals. And you lot want us to walk away for 62.5 million. Come on, man. 65 million. They want 70. Apparently they want 70. Yeah. Apparently they're talking about 70, but I reckon they'll compromise on 65. We bid is 62.5. I reckon if we bid 60 plus 5, they'll probably take it. West Ham aren't better than Brentford, though, are they? Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. That he's scoring 20 goals for Brentford, and you got Kudus at West Ham, and you can only get 5 and 4, and he's going for 85 million. That's what I'm saying. This transfer market is finished, bro. We got to just get with the times. Because I see a lot of people saying walk away. Let's give them one more bid. Let's see it makes sense. 60 million plus 5, 6 add-ons, whatever. And then we'll see what happens after that. But there's no way we will, because people are saying walk away at 62.5. After we bidded the last bid, people are saying, leave it. Let's leave them. They're taking the piss. I'll say go for 60 plus 5. Give them 65 and then we see what happens there. But when you look at the market, bro, this is what we're dealing with. A man that's come from Dortmund. And every time I chat to my Chelsea friends, you know what they're telling me about the skeezer? Oh, he's got good take-ons. He's good at taking people on. Bro, we've got Garnacho and these guys. And we're slatering them for stuff like that. We need final product. We need end product, bro. Take-ons. What's that? Like, that's all they're talking about with him. Oh, he's good at take-ons. But when you look at his goals and assists, his output, he's done nothing, really. 8 goals, 3 assists in the Bundesliga is terrible for a team that's always attacking as well, always pinning teams down. Come on, man. And he's going for 55 million. We don't even know if there's add-ons involved with that Gittins deal. It might have been 55 plus 5. So that could be a 60 million. Who knows? João Pedro, 10 goals, 5 penalties. And he went for 60 million. 55 plus 5. And then you've got Mohamed Kudus, who got 5 goals, 4 assists. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying he had a shit season. And he's going for 85 million. That's his release clause in the first 10 days of July. Tottenham are sitting there saying, we think we can get it for less because they've got a little link. They're trying to talk it out, blah, blah, blah. But, mate, the fact that he's still 85 million and that's his release clause is crazy when you look at that. So that's 9 goals and assists. You look at João Pedro, he's got 17, 60 million. Cool, not the worst. But like I said, 5 of them goals are penalties. And then you've got Gittins in the Bundesliga. He's got 11 goals and assists in the Bundesliga. And then you've got, 11 goals, 9, 17. And they're 60, 85, 55. And then you've got Mbeumo with 28 goals. So I would take 65. That's a steal for him. When you look at what's going on, it's a steal. And like I said, you can kind of see what Ineos are trying to do, where they've just turned around and said, you see this young boy project thing, putting them up front, trying to score goals, it's long. Let's just go to the fucking transfer, the goal scorers list and try and nick some players out of there. We've got Cunha, Mbeumo's there, and Watkins is in there as well. And Watkins has scored 15 goals in his last 3 seasons as well, you know. So you can see what they're trying to do here. They're trying to just get goals, people that score goals in the Prem. So it's not no adaptation period where we got to wait a whole year. Look at what happened with Xerxes in the beginning. Xerxes came, he had a bad, however months it was, 3-4 months, got booed out in Old Trafford. Everyone wanted him to leave. He was linked with Juventus. Remember, because he was linked with Juventus. Because remember, his manager, Motta, moved to Juventus. So he wanted him back in Juventus. So everyone's like, he's going to go. He never left. And look now, everyone kind of loves Xerxes. He links up the play, blah, blah, blah. Sell Hojlund, keep Xerxes. When he got injured at Newcastle, oh my God, Xerxes ain't going to play the final. Everyone was stressed. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're not dealing with that no more, where a man's got to come. We've got to give them a year. Anthony, give him some time. Give him a year. I'm not going to make up my mind for a whole year because it's a new country for him. He's learning the language, blah, blah, blah. Hojlund, give him a year. They're saying now, anyone that we need for goals especially, we ain't got time for that. We'll get them in the Prem and just go mad. You know what I'm saying? Just kick off. So Mbeumo and Cunha should really hit the ground running. If they don't, it's a bit slower, but it shouldn't be that long. It should be a few weeks then, and then cool, they're into it again. But because they might have to learn the system, etc. But it shouldn't be, we need to give them 6 months to a year because they already know the intensity. They know what they're dealing with. They're already doing it in the Prem. So that's the situation with them, man. So, yeah, man, like I said anyway, Brentford are playing a bit of games, but the bid should be coming soon, I'm guessing. Pre-season starts on Monday, the training for it. Not the games, the training starts on Monday on the 7th. So we need to get Mbeumo in ASAP. If we've got Mbeumo and Cunha in, it's a bit more promising than having no one else. This is all Mbeumo's stat. This is everyone he scored against. Remember, he played them twice. He played every single game for Brentford last season. He never missed a game. 38 games. 20 goals, 7 assists. The only teams he never scored against was Liverpool, Man City, Aston Villa, Forest, and Everton. So this geezer scores against everyone. It's not he just scores against the little teams or he just scores against the big teams on the counter-attack. He scores against everyone and assists against everyone. This is what we're dealing with. So hopefully we give them a little 60 mil with a 5 on top or something and they accept it. Do you understand? But we'll see what happens with that. Transfer market is cooked. It's finished, mate. Prices keep going high. Elanga's worth 60 million. He only scored 6 goals. It's gone crazy now. So just get with the times and just, it's not our money anyway, but we got to get with the times and just understand what's going on now. It's just madness. So that's the situation with that. Sancho, him and Juventus is looking close. Hopefully it goes through. Onana's going to stay. That's bad news for us. Everything that came out about Sancho yesterday was positive. He's willing to take a wage demand, optimism that it's going to happen. It's accelerating, agreement is close, and he's open to going to Italy, which is good. And it came up from 3 different countries as well. England, Eurosport, the Marzios in Italy. We had Marcus Rashford, who is linked with Barcelona and Bayern Munich now. It was only Barca at first, but it's Bayern Munich now. There's a list of 3 of them. Nico Williams, Rashford, and Luis Diaz. Nico Williams looks set to go Barca. He's agreed terms already. Luis Diaz is not for sale. They've already said no. Liverpool said no to Bayern Munich and Barca. This geezer is not for sale. But we're waiting to see if Rashi's going to take a pay cut. That's where we are with Rashi. So hopefully he takes a pay cut. He goes to one of them clubs. We can save a whole load of wages. And then we can move on and start buying some players. And Mbeumo, there's meant to be a bid. They're just chatting shit. United District, blacklisted. Forget about them. Rasmus Hojlund is likely to leave now. It's been said by 2 reliable journalists, as in Laurie Whitwell and the boy Fabrizio. They both basically said, we don't even want a loan with obligation. Like, we're so scarred from the Sancho obligation where someone opted out for 5 million. Chelsea, we don't want obligation. We just want him gone for real now. So he's likely to leave. We want to sell. Inter Milan want him. I don't know why Inter Milan want him. They've already got 4 strikers, but who knows what they're training up for. More news. Fabian Ruiz came out today. We're linked with him. I don't know if it's true. More talks about Sancho from an Italian source that, yeah, it's looking good. There's more clubs in for it. And then there was talks about Jason Wilcox basically said the academy teams are not going to play a back three system because he wants them to just build on their talent, basically. So I just think it's nothing really too into it. He's basically saying, go off what you're going. If you're young, we don't want to change you up too quick and then you're trying something new in a system. Just do what you're doing, fulfill your talent, and then if it's time, we'll bring you in. Some people think they're sacking Amorim, like just bullshit. So that's the situation with that. Then we had Osimhen, basically just saying that his wage, we want him, but his wage demands are just too crazy. And this is from a good source in Napoli, basically saying Man United, the Red Devils are attracted to him, but his wage demands are through the roof. And he's turned down Saudi money. So if he's turning down Saudi money, I don't know how anyone's going to afford him. And I ain't seen him linked to no club in Europe because of this Saudi stuff and his money. His wages are too high. I think if he drops his wage, we will go for him straight away. He'll probably be our top striker. But that's the situation with that. And obviously, Jota, just want to say rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to Andre Silva as well, his brother. He got married two weeks ago. He won the Nation League not too long ago. He's always been a baller. Man's always rated him anyway. So yeah, man, you know the thing. People need to stop saying rivalry aside and that. Rivalry aside is bullshit. There's nothing to do with rivalry. This is not even football. This is life. Do you understand? Just being human beings, you got to be, do you understand? And a man like Jota as well, we watch football. We all love football in general. So to see it back and forth and people that are bringing value to our life. And it's another message as well for everyone to just go out there and live your life, man. Nothing is promised. So people just sitting around and, tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Nah, man, go out there, do it today. You just never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Do you understand? So condolence to his family. I hope the best for him, for his family, and his kids. And yeah, man, that's where I'm going to wrap it up. Love for everyone that's been in the chat. Appreciate you all. I'm going to be back on later with all the rest of the Man United news. So make sure you're here. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We do this every day for you lot. I saw this already. I spoke about it already. Still, Douglas Luiz, he's got a crazy injury record. So I'm not sure about that. But yeah, exactly. Any tragic loss of a human is sad. So people need to stop saying rivalry aside. Because this rivalry, it's not Man United and Liverpool killing each other. Stop talking about rivalry aside. It's tragic anyway. Anyone losing their life on a human level is sad. So the fact that we all know Jota, we all love football and he's part of it and he gave us some memories, good or bad, whatever, it's still calm, brother, and it's rest in peace. And even his brother needs to get the same respect as well. You get me? Rest in peace to him. All the best to his family. So yeah, man, I appreciate all of you lot. I'll be back on later. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you like. Peace out to everybody.
Got some celebs pull up local. You know we are next, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm